Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Silent Minds. Today's episode 9. We are really reaching the end here. Second to last episode. Oh, it's thrilling, you know, like when you start a project and actually like get the first episode out or, you know, actually just start working on it. It feels so satisfying, you know, and now that we're nearing the end, like I feel successful and like mission accomplished. But it's also kind of sad to see something so good just kind of end and go. But I hope that throughout this mini-series that you guys have learned a lot. I really try to pack in a lot of impromptu effects that have multiple values. So like you learn a trick, but you're learning moves and sleights throughout it that you can apply to other tricks. That's why today we're gonna be focusing on a trick called Loydo Lemon. Don't ask me where that name comes from. I have no idea. Oh, it's a good trick. It's a really good trick. And there's a sleight in here that is, it's not extremely popular, but it does extend into other magic tricks like the biddle trick. We're gonna go into a performance and then we're going to jump right into the tutorial and we're gonna have some notes and announcements at the end of this episode. So without further ado, let's just jump down here, do a quick performance, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right guys, today we're gonna be using the Lost Deer deck of cards. I gotta say, this deck is depressing. Not the deck itself, but where it comes from. It's from a company called Bokobo Playing Cards, and I loved the company. They had amazing playing cards, and I got one order from them of like 3 or 4 decks of cards, something like that, and I guess the company just like died. I cannot find it anymore. The website's just gone. I can't find their products anymore. I have no idea what happened. But just big shout out to Bokobo, even if you're not existent anymore. I just want the people out there to know that I respect you guys. You guys made amazing ass products, and if you guys were still alive today, I'd be buying from you all the time. So let's just kick into the performance for Loydo Lemon. Let's bring you guys forward. Alrighty, let's open this sucker up. Behold its beauty. These cards are so pretty. Alrighty. Oh, if you guys didn't notice, I did get a new tattoo. Which says magic is dead. And we have this cool little hand here. But yeah, that's new, in case you guys were wondering. For this trick, it's pretty simple. I would just scroll down like this until they say stop. But this time, we're not picking a card. We need them to stop somewhere near the top, somewhere no more than 15, 20 cards. So let's say I'm scrolling down, they say stop here. So we would pick up our packet and we'll make a fan on the top here. So the purpose of this is that this is going to be our mystery box. And where we stopped right here, the card, this is our mystery card. We have no idea what it is. And there is a joker right here. So we're gonna put it right next to the joker so it'll be easy to keep track of. So at this point, we will pick up our packet and I'm just gonna leave it here. I promise I won't touch it. But there's hundreds of cards in every deck of cards and you guys can say stop whenever you'd like. So let's say they stop right here. So they have the option of the 5 of clubs or the 7 of diamonds. So let's say they say 7 of diamonds and they really could have picked any card. They're all different. So at this point, we know they have the 7 of diamonds. That's the card they picked. We would grab our packet, put it back on top and scroll through. So we know it's right next to the joker, right where we left it. So here's our packet. And you'll see right next to the joker, let's get closer. Right next to the joker is our mystery card. And that card is the 7 of diamonds. And that is in fact the only 7 of diamonds in the pack of cards. So that is the trick Loydo Lemon. And I say we just jump right into the tutorial. It's super fun, really easy. And I don't think I've ever been caught on it once. It's very simple, like I said. So there's only really like a few sleights that you need to learn, like 1 or 2, and that's it. So let's just jump right into this. So it goes exactly like we started, like we said. We're just going to make a packet from the top. So you're gonna grab your packet, flip it upside down, and you're gonna make a fan. So it's gonna look like that, deck's right here. So then you're gonna take the top card off, and this is their mystery card. We have no idea what this card is. And just find a memorable place within your packet. Usually, you know, you'll have like a king and a queen together, or a joker, or something really easy to remember. But if you can, the lower on the fan that you can go, the better. So let's say there's a 3 and a 4 right here, so that's pretty easy to remember. So we'll put the mystery card in between the 3 and the 4, and we're gonna close up the fan, and it's going to line up with the deck. But their card is still sticking out. So here's where the first sleight comes into play. What you're gonna do is you're going to pick up your packet and get a pinky break. All right, here's our pinky break. And you're going to push the mystery card in and pick up the packet, everything after the mystery card. So if I spread this out, you'll see we have the 5 and the 3 from the fan still here, and this is the mystery card. So we'll do this all one more time. You get your packet, you make a fan, you get your mystery card, put it somewhere memorable, preferably towards the bottom, and you'll close the fan up, line it up with the deck, pick up your packet, get a pinky break, and push in the mystery card, square it with the deck. Now pick up the packet from the mystery card, right? And just give this in their hands. So in the performance, I just put it on the table, but you can just have them sandwich it like a normal routine, or you can just have someone hold on to it, whatever you're comfortable with. So that's out of the way. At this point, we have a mysterious card that nobody knows, including us. We have the 5 and the 3 from the fan, and then the rest of the deck, right? So to them, and I'm sure as it looked to you in the performance, this is just the rest of the deck. That's what it looks like now. So when you flip the deck upside down for them to pick a card, you're going to pull 2 cards as one. So you're going to pull the bottom card and the top card. And what that's going to look like is this. And if you do it fast enough, just get right into the routine, say, okay, you can pick any card you want. Nobody notices the fact that you had the mystery card pulled from the bottom, okay? So with your fingers and your thumb, you're going to pull at the same time. That's all that's happening. So pull at the same time and just keep pulling off the top, okay? So once again, both cards start dealing. Say you can stop whenever you'd like. Let's say they stop right here at the Ace of Diamonds. What's gonna happen here is that you're going to get a pinky break underneath the Ace of Diamonds. And what you're gonna do is you're going to put the deck on top and just take the Ace of Diamonds, okay? So that looks like this. You're gonna take the Ace of Diamonds. That's all you're gonna do. Just practice that movement, taking the Ace of Diamonds. At the same time that you're taking the ace, you're going to pull off the king, or the next card down, okay? So all that's happening is that we have effectively switched out the mystery card, because now it's back onto the top of the deck. So you're gonna pull, you can say, you could have picked any card and they're all different, right? So you put the rest of the deck back, and you're gonna flip the cards over, and now we're in the same position as before, except the mystery card is the card that they just picked. We just swapped them out. So at this point, you're gonna ask for the packet back, and you're just gonna put it on top. Just kind of mix it in. And what that does is that when we look through the pile, it's gonna look like they had the entire pile the whole time with their mystery card. So here, you're just going to reveal that the mystery card is their selection, the Ace of Diamonds. And they can hold on to this packet. In the performance, I just kind of had to jimmy things around in an unusual way because I'm the only person here. But they'd be holding onto the packet, and you can just go through and spread and say, look, that is the only Ace of Diamonds that is in this deck. And that is Lloydo Lemon. So we're gonna go over the handling one more time just to make it really stick. And I think we're gonna call it good. So go ahead, peel back some cards, make a fan on the top. Okay, at this point, you're going to grab the mystery card. I'm gonna put it in between these 2 7s here. because it's easy to remember and it's pretty close to the bottom of the fan. So you're going to close up the fan. You're going to square up the packet and get a pinky break right above the mystery card. Go ahead and push in the mystery card, pick up the packet after the mystery card. So pick up the mystery packet and give it to the spectator. At this point, we have their mystery card and the rest of the fan underneath. You're going to flip the cards upside down and pull the top and bottom card off at the same time. So you go here and then start dealing right away. And they say stop at the ace of spades, okay? You're gonna get a pinky break underneath their selection. You're going to steal it back onto the top of the deck while dealing again, okay? So one more time. There's their selection with a pinky break. You're going to just do that. Steal it back to the top while still dealing cards. You say, you could have picked any number of cards and they're all different, as you can see. So you're gonna put this back where you found it, flip the deck upside down, and now their selection is on top, covering the remainder of the fan from earlier, the mystery packet. You wanna take their packet back, slap it on top, and you're going to spread through and show that their mystery card was in fact their selected card, the ace of spades. At this point, as they're holding on to this packet, you can just spread through the cards and say that that is the only ace of spades that is in the deck of cards. So that was Lloydo Lemon, and that is just the handling on it. Now, some tips for performing Lloydo Lemon. One is that you want to make sure that you're giving your directions clearly. So you say, I'm going to go through the cards like this. And if you've done any tricks before this where you say stop and that's the card, make sure that you're changing your directions. So you're going to say, I'm going to scroll through the cards and I want you to say stop, but somewhere near the top, and you'll see why in just a second. So now you're kind of like hooking them in. They're like, okay, something's different, or I don't know why I have to stop towards the top, but I'm about to see. So now you have that hook and they want to see the trick. So you're going to scroll down and get ready and give them those directions. Something that I would practice immensely for this trick is making that fan on the top. I know not everyone is used to this or even heard of doing something like this, but it's pretty easy. Flip your packet upside down and just do a fan like normal on top of the deck. I know it sounds really weird and it could be even a little tricky to learn at first, but just keep practicing making a fan on top of the deck. You'll get it. It's pretty easy after a little bit. Another tip for you guys is to make sure you're using misdirection to your advantage. So you have your packet and the mystery card somewhere in that packet, right? So there's that moment where you need to trick them into thinking that they have the whole packet, and you also have to trick them into thinking that you're dealing cards without stealing anything from the top. So this would be a great time for misdirection. So you say, can you hold on to that for me? Give them the deck of cards, and as soon as they have it, just start dealing. Don't even give them a moment to breathe or look. Just start dealing and say, okay, I want you to pick a card. Just say stop whenever you're ready. And they say stop. You say, okay, great. You could have picked any card in here, but I mean, they're all different. So you know, like, your card is unique to you. So just go with some pattern that'll really justify why you're doing these things. Magic will always be confusing if there's no justification. Just make sure that you're not stalling or taking too long to give directions. All right, guys, that was the tutorial. I hope it was helpful, that it was insightful. You guys learned a lot for this trick, and that we taught it well. Let's move on to the announcement section of this video. I mentioned, I think in our last episode, that this season is going to be the final season for Fluffy Flamingos. If you guys haven't heard the news yet, just go back one episode towards the very end and I'll explain why. But I just wanted to let you guys know something. Now that this mini-series is coming to an end, and I really feel like, man, I hope, I pray that I got everything in here that was necessary, that out of 10 episodes that you can at least learn a couple of things here and there that will make you a better magician. And I know I'm gonna have those same feelings when this entire show is over. I've dedicated many years of my life to this channel And sometimes I look back at an episode and it was just garbage, and I feel like it was just a waste of time. Not everything can be a winning piece, and that's something I need to learn. Looking back on all the videos that I've made, 5 whole seasons, or I guess 4 whole seasons, and now we're working on 5, I feel like I've taught valuable things, and when this show is over, I will be satisfied, and I will be sad that it's over. So I have already mentioned before that I made a list of about 60 items, 60 things that I feel like most magicians should know. It was kind of hard because I feel like last season I tried to punch out some big ones like Pneumatica Stack, something so valuable and important that a lot of magicians just either undervalue or don't know enough about, so we did an episode on that. Equivocate, same thing. And this season's gonna be really hard because I want to drill in things that, like, yes, you're gonna learn a magic trick, but you're gonna learn to be a magician. And that's not about the skill set of your sleight of hand. It's about knowing how to perform, how to really engage with an audience, how to talk with your spectators and make sure that they have a good time. These are key aspects to being a good magician. Anyone can learn a magic trick, and I'm sure a majority of you that are watching right now have had someone show you a trick, but it's just a trick. They're not engaging with you, or the trick is just kind of flat, and it's because they're missing those people skills, those performing skills, the storytelling aspect that comes with being a magician. So with this season, I'm really hoping that you guys shoot hundreds of questions at me. Since I've had this channel, I've had very minimal feedback. I rarely get comments. I don't want to make this about me. I just want you to understand where I'm coming from. For the last 6 years or so, making this channel, it's felt kind of one-sided, trying to figure out what the next episode's going to be or what I'm going to talk about. Did I do this right? Did I do it wrong? And I don't want that to be the case for season 5. I want people to get the most out of it as possible. Even if at the end of season 5 we get 1 comment or no comments. As long as this channel stays on YouTube forever, people can always find me and come look at the progress that we've made together. And I hope that you guys watch and you guys learn not only to manipulate cards with cardistry and magic, but how to be a human being. Really know what it means to hold the title magician. So thank you guys again for watching. I hope you guys like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and comment questions as much as you can. I really encourage you guys to challenge me, challenge my thinking, and kind of bring something forward for you so that you get more out of it, more out of this experience. So I'll see you guys in the next episode of Fluffy Flamingos. Bye.